slides you guys?
Social democracy was a different light on it. That was and your articles were showing them, they were showing that it's still very conservative. So here we talked about was the New Deal revolutionary, right? But that guy's, nothing, it hasn't changed all that much. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of you and some of them in the center. I'm going to talk about these big ideas. Not that you should come up with in the article, but pick some idea that you want to bring to their attention.
He has so many great
Okay, what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to have some of you sitting here with some of them and some of them, and we're going to have a conversation together about the different articles that you read. And while you're doing that, I want you to think, what is it that you read that you want to bring to their attention because they didn't read that article? What's important from your article? And any questions that it raises in your mind or anything that we've learned about the Depression, you can bring also to discussion.
Have we all read articles about today?
Yes.
Which would be
Is that going to be covered, the federal money and all the family values, Christian rights, that. But that was federal money was covered because that health issue.
Emphasize before you that
Pregnancy is a health
person
issue.
has to work for themselves rather than
terminate pregnancy.
right. It's
Federal money is covered. There are a lot of
Obama and FDR is trying to establish is that like what Obama established.
Gives them high somehow. Okay, so they're already chatting. Okay.
I wanted to.
It says, please navigate to this site. Welcome to our chat room for today's discussion. Can I have people up here who are gonna, now you'll want to play with the toys. I want to have, let's say, 6 or 7 people sitting here who would like to talk in a human interaction way, not an electronic way, about the articles.
It's really interesting because you can see like graphs and charts beginning from like 1948 of like unemployment rising, increasing, and then you get to like the last, and it goes up to like I think like 2 million or 3 million, and then it goes all the way up to 6 million in like 2010, which is right now.
Yeah,
really
6.3 million.
6.3 million, yeah.
But the whole point of the article is basically stating that now the original middle class has to adapt to what a new poor class would have to adapt to, and like many of them are suffering because many of their the benefits that they were supposed to get, they're about to die out or they're about to be finished. So that's another issue, and the author of the article is basically stating that if actions aren't taken soon, like immediately, the problem can get just more and more worse.
The actions that your author mentions, was it more about government assistance to the new poor?
Well, it didn't really mention, government.
Yeah.
It didn't mention what type of actions, but it was trying to state like Obama getting any bills or any laws passed, like the New Deal in the Congress. It was talking about how Obama would have to pass a certain law, which might help, but if it doesn't get passed, then America's.
But he didn't really like what?
In the beginning,
Yeah, I did.
Oh, because I thought like the article just basically stressed over and over again like the recession that is occurring, like how it's affecting the middle class. They gave a specific example of a person who's uneducated, graduated high school, has a high school diploma, and she's been trying to find any kind of job. Before, she was just trying to look for good jobs, but now she's saying any job is good.
Yeah.
And it's been like 2 years, and she says she hasn't found one.
First priority, but they still do benefit. But my point is that the people who do need government assistance probably aren't the ones who are going to be able to pay taxes in the first place. Like the people who need the benefits the government will give them probably don't have enough money to pay taxes, which means that the people who do have enough money are the ones paying for. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that
they have the ability to pay the money, so in order to balance out the social classes more, they need to give up more money.
Understand?
It works like a circle as well. At first they won't have money to pay, but then once the government gives them money, they will have money to pay it back.
in his, he's still giving speeches about how we need to act, we need to take action. You know, in other words, it's not solved. The problem is not solved. So just passing laws for social services doesn't do it. In the United States, it took the coming of World War II to get everybody back to work. So if we look at what's happened to the economy since the end of World War II, we see that this isn't the first, what we have now is not the first time we have an economic crisis. There were a lot of
There were a lot of
ups and downs.
At the same